Hello, welcome to Shredded Sports Science. And breathe. What's your body fat percentage, bro? Never heard of the guy. This guy could pass as a poster in a science classroom. Right, class, let's study the circulatory system. Sir, I think the poster just looked at me. And could someone draw some shorts on him, please? Introducing more plates. More plates. Well, that's leg day done for the year. Dude turned the leg press machine into an abacus. Has he not heard of calculators? Bro walked in front of the camera. Now I'll never know what happened next. When Unc goes to the gym once. I hope that cable machine has been industrially drilled into the Earth's crust. The gym owner's anxiety that day between each rep. What's our insurance policy again? That, sir, is what is called wrong place at the wrong time. How's the view, Mike? No, seriously, this dude is obviously very strong. Talking of which, in this week's episode of MasterChef, like cleaning the kitchen, I don't even know where to start, so I'll leave it. There's enough oil there to make a fry-up for a family of 15 and a bottle of oil. At least he can see the funny side of turning his arms into Bear Grylls' next challenge. Men are insufferable is always the best way to start a gymfluenza post.
And this is why women say, we picked the bear. We picked the bear. And he knows I'm recording him too. Because there's so many empty ellipticals and you picked the one right next to me. What was the reason? What was the reason? I know you hear me. What was the reason? Now we're both uncomfortable.
She's sweet. Urinal rule. What? Pee on the floor. All right, if you insist. I understand there are 3 machines and he could have chosen one with no one next to him, but we're creatures of habit and maybe that's the one he just likes to use. Or maybe he just went to the gym, stepped on a machine to exercise because he was there to exercise.
And this is why women say, we picked the bear.
In reality, he's doing nothing wrong. He's exercising on a machine, not looking at you, not talking to you, definitely not filming you, and minding his own business. Even when you started filming him to shame him for existing next to you, he's still just focused on his workout. I have a feeling he is not the problem.
What was the reason? I know you hear me. What was the reason? Now we're both uncomfortable.
And I will weigh in on something that people have asked me before a lot of times. Simeon Panda claims natty.
I was made aware of this clip from a member of this community. 7 months ago, the Matrix was confirmed. I missed this at the time. I must have been washing my hair. My one hair.
Shut up, he needs love too.
Simeon Panda claims natty. That's BS, right?
Yes.
There's nothing about his skin, his behavior, the shape of his face, that tells me that he's on steroids. He could low-key have run a cycle or two, but I doubt it.
That would be believable if his picture wasn't right on the screen next to you, mate.
Is Simeon Panda on steroids? Probably not, is my assessment.
So in this video, Mike attributes Simeon's physique to genetics and says he's natural.
Simeon Panda, I give him an OG fitness influencer who's actually doing a pretty damn good job out of 10. He doesn't need my help, but I would give him a follow on all social media, at least to stare at pictures of him and wonder why the hell you're never gonna look like that.
Because they don't take roids and lie about it. And here we have one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, and Jay Cutler.
I will say, like, someone like Simeon Panda, it's a real person. Like, when people tell me he's 100% chance that he's not free,
I'm in a respectable way, he's not that big.
to you. Exactly. To TikTokers, he's...
I understand, but if you see him in person, you guys know what bodies look like. He just looks look, I look at pictures, I'm like, that guy's jacked. When I see him in person, he's just got good muscle tone.
Yes. Yeah, great lines. He's big, he's lean.
In all seriousness, both of these guys are smarter than me. They both know more about PEDs than me. Jay Cutler's one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Mike Israetel, who's come under recent critique of many things, which is valid critique, but he's still an experienced and educated man. However, projecting Simeon Panda as natural is nonsense. Jay doesn't explicitly state he's natural, but he seems to imply it by talking about he's not that big. But Mike clearly states that Simeon's natural in various videos. And the problem with this is projecting someone like Simeon Panda as natural distorts the view of what is possible. And that can affect people getting into fitness. And this is what I call the beginner trap. This is the target audience of these gym influencers. It's people coming into fitness, the newbies, if you like. And they are the ones that are buying all the supplements, signing up for all the courses to try and look like said fake natty superhero. And ultimately it just leads to disappointment. Not for the influencers' bank balance, but for the people who, yes, are being naive, but genuinely want to learn about health and fitness.
Simeon Panda, I give him an OG fitness influencer who's actually doing a pretty damn good job out of 10. He doesn't need my help, but I would give him a follow on all social media, at least to stare at pictures of him and wonder why the hell you're never gonna look like that.
In this week's Bro Roid Raging in his underpants.
Hey, you could do that over there so I can use the light?
I was trying to use the lighting as well.
Well, what are you doing? You're on the phone.
This is Alibaba Fitness, who was live streaming in a group exercise room that was empty at the time, except for another guy who went in there to do some posing. What could go wrong?
Yeah, the studio is for posing and for other stuff, not to be on a phone call.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can be nice about it. You don't have to be.
Well, because I told you I was going to pose and you're just standing there on the phone. You didn't even like offer to move or anything.
No, I was here.
I don't give a...
Me neither.
Okay, well, are we going to have a problem then?
It's at that point you say, yeah, I've got a problem. What's 3 days after the day before yesterday? I'll just leave that with you.
Okay, well, are we going to have a problem then?
Stay natty. The attitude and rage you build with Roids is not worth it.
I'm not having a
Okay,
problem.
well, then go over there. You don't need the lighting for this.
I'm not sure that's Roid Rage. I think he's just being a douche.
I do. I'm here.
Go somewhere else. This is the posing room.
This is not, dude. The posing is downstairs. I'm
No,
not
it's
trying
not,
to
dude.
be a
Get
bitch.
your f***ing ass out of here, man, before I snap.
If you don't turn into this guy when you snap, I will be disappointed.
Okay, so what?
Can you talk to me like
No,
a brother?
no, you're not my brother, dude.
Why are you being so rude?
And that is where society is breaking down, and testosterone. I mean, there's a way to talk to people. You can both share a large empty studio room. Obviously, this guy is being rude and confrontational because he has more tren than brain cells. The other guy is calm and reasonable. I don't know what he was live streaming, but he seemed to be doing it out of the way of everyone, so who cares? Except the guy who doesn't look stage ready, posing in his pants.
You're not going anywhere in life, just you know. I am a skinny little. You're on roids. You're on roids, dude. You're on roids. You're not gonna live 50. You are on roids.
I'm still healthier than you, bro. You don't even eat.
Thing is, if this did get physical, right, stay with me, would you want to wrestle a dude in his underpants whilst you're live streaming? I think being calm is the only option right there. And so this goes on for about 5 minutes until they both say what they really feel.
Ryan, you're crashing out on roids, buddy. You're crashing out. You're crashing out on roids. This is what roids do to you, boys. There's 100 people watching. This is what roids do to you. You don't give a f***. I understand.
Good physique. They want to see a good physique?
Guys, look at his physique. Look at his physique.
The only thing he's flexing is his ego.
They're laughing. They're laughing. They're laughing. They're laughing. They're laughing. They're laughing at you, buddy.
Well, that wasn't awkward. Johnny, what are you watching on Twitch? It was meant to be gaming. I don't know what happened.
You have a good life. Listen, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fighter. You can break my face. You can break my bones. I'm not a fighter. I'm a f***ing nice dude and you're a
So I looked up this guy, Alibaba Fitness. He is natural, a fitness coach. Here he is teaching a cable exercise. He clearly trains. This guy didn't need to look up. That's all I need to know right there. He's enhanced being arrogant, selfish, and conceited, aka he has a bright future in the fitness industry. What a ridiculous situation all over lighting.
They're laughing. They're laughing. They're laughing. They're laughing.
This is Shredded Sports Science. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.